Hi, welcome back. I hope that you're doing well. I was tagged by Lipstick Vanessa to do a tag video called Products I'm Most Excited to Use This Fall. I have quite a few things, so I'm going to get started right away. Now, some of these things are products that are new to me, and some are things that I have collected over the last few months. Yeah. So let's get started. Alright, we're going to start with nail polishes. I have actually 5 that I'm really excited to use this fall, and in fact I'm going to be starting them probably the next time I do my nails. The first one is a brand new one, and it's a Revlon Color Stay, and this is in the color Stormy Night number 200. It is a beautiful gray, sort of a milky gray color, and I just absolutely adore it. It really is something that looks like how the sky would look on a stormy night. Now, the person that I saw this from was Jen by Glow My Way. She had shown it in I think it was a haul video not too long ago, and I really liked it, and so I just picked it up recently. I haven't used it yet, but this will be the first color I will use. The next color I've had for a little while, but it really is so much of a fall color, and I used it a little in the summer, but not too much. It's more fall, and it's OPI, and it's called Prose and Bronze, and it looks like that, and it's a real pretty, like, light glittery bronzy yellow. Let's shake it up a little bit more. It's just so gorgeous. It looks like a combination of copper and bronze, and I really like it. I'm excited to use that this fall. Another color is by OPI, and it's one of the ones I really like, and I always forget the name of it. It's Honk If You Love OPI, and it's sort of like a purple grape, something that's real dark that maybe they would use for a beautiful wine. Yeah, it's really like that. It's just so beautiful. Doesn't take too many coats to create such a nice, dark, pretty look. It's sort of mysterious too. It's what I like about it. The next one is a newer one, and it's by China Glaze, and I might have shown this in a haul. This is called Fifth Avenue, and this is more like a dusty rose. I really like this color a lot, and I still haven't used it yet. Now, the last one I'm going to talk about for fall is one that I won in the Milani Twitter contest, and I haven't used it yet. It's this blue color, and it's actually, I think, called... Oh, it's called Bolting Blue number 85, and I don't think that you'll see that number, but it's a real pretty royal blue, and I think it'll be beautiful for the fall. So those are the nail polishes. Now the next are just 2 blushes. I only have 2 blushes right now. I'm sure I will acquire more along as the season goes. This one is sort of chipped up a little bit, but the reason being is that I was trying to depot it and put it into a Z palette, and I wasn't having success at it, and before I broke it, I just stopped the depotting process. It's an MUA that I received in a swap from a lovely subscriber, and it's in the color Blusher Shade 4, and let me open it. It's really like a dark apricot rose. That's how I would describe it. It's a beautiful color. I used it once when I first got it, and when I first used it I really loved the color. You have to go a little light-handed if your skin is a little lighter tone. Mine is like light medium, so I just went a little light-handed, but when I used it I really liked it, but I really thought it would be perfect for the fall, so I've saved it to use it in these next few months. Now the next one is one that I talked about way in the beginning, probably in my, sorry, but the sleeve to my shirt's bothering me. There you go. Probably around the 3rd, 4th video that I did, I sent for a kit on QVC, a Laura Geller kit with a balance and bronze, I think, and then some other things, and this was the blush that came in it, and it's called Pink Grapefruit. It's one of the Blush and Brightens colors, and like I said, it's called Pink Grapefruit, and this is a rediscovery. When I first got this, I put it on and I really did not like it. Then I was watching some videos on YouTube, and I heard on quite a few channels that if you have rosacea or reddish tone to your skin, now I have a neutral undertone, but I have rosacea and the malar rash. Now a lot of times I put pink onto my skin and I feel like it looks good, and it does, but in the videos that I was watching, they talked about how if you have rosacea, you should try to put a more of a reddish tone, and it just warms up the skin. And I really like this, so I pulled it out of my collection. I'll do a little swatch for you, you can see that. And I'm actually wearing it right now, so I've started wearing it already. I'm glad that I didn't give it away or throw it out or return it, because I think it's going to be a really pretty color for the fall. And I like the baked color, how it has a little bit of like golden, a little peach, a little apricot. It's just very, very pretty. And Laura Geller products are very, very nice. And I'm really glad, like I said, that I just saved it. Maybe something in the back of my mind told me that I would like it later, and I do like it. Okay, next thing we'll talk about is lipsticks. Now this is a lip flash by Milani, and it's a really beautiful red color, and I will swatch it. Oop. Trying to do a good swatch so you can see. That is the color. Now of course it's really bright, and I put a lot on my hand. You don't have to put that much on your lips, but I just did extra so that you could see how beautiful the color is. I just sharpened it, and I think I kind of dug into it wrong with the sharpener, but anyway, it's just such a beautiful it's really like a neutral red, just gorgeous. I've worn it once when I first bought it, and I really liked it a lot, and I think it's going to be perfect for fall. And before I get this mess all over myself, let me just quickly wipe this off with my baby wipe here. Okay, the next color is a new one too that I purchased just recently, and it's one of the Revlon lip butters, and it's in the color Pink Truffle, and it's a really beautiful pinky brownish color, sort of nude. And I'll put that down here. That's what it looks like. I've used it just about one time, and I really liked it a lot. It really is a beautiful fall color. Now I do live in Florida. I talk about that often, and we really don't get fall weather like you do up north, but I try to follow along with the seasons and how I do my makeup and sort of how I dress. I can't really dress the same because we don't ever really get winter, but these are colors that I would wear in the fall. Okay, the next one is, and D Squared was a collection that came out by MAC a long time ago. I bought this actually at a CCO, and this is in the color, and I don't have my readers. I should have been prepared. I'm trying to read that. I'm so sorry. It is called, it's a luster, and it's called Blood Red. Very pretty. I used it last winter when I bought it, and I really like it. It's the one on the top. And on me it shows a little bit of pink, which is good because I like pink a lot. Okay, the next color is also a matte color, and this one is a luster also, and it's in the color Capricious. Now when I first bought this was another one of those that I ordered online, and I really thought it was going to be a lot redder than brown, but it turned out to be a color that I really like, and it's the one on the top. It is like a browny red color, and it's just beautiful for the fall and winter. Next is a color by Maybelline, and I already talked about this. This is a really dark, plummy purple. That's on the top. Beautiful, beautiful for fall. And the color is 425 Plum Paradise. The last lipstick I'm going to talk about is this Milani one, and this is number 54 Red Label, and this was one of the ones that I won in the Twitter contest, and it's the one that's across here. It's more of a like a warm tone red. It has a little bit of coral kind of in there. Just beautiful, and I think I'm going to really enjoy that this fall. Okay, let me wipe this off again. Now the next things I'm going to talk about are some eyeshadows, and I did blushes. Yeah, the rest are eyeshadows. And eyeshadows, I have quite a few that I think are going to be wonderful for the fall. Now the first one is something I bought right after Christmas time, and it's the Stila Dreamin' Full Color Palette, and I really like this palette a lot because it has so many colors that are just perfect for the fall. Just perfect. It came with a booklet like a lot of the Stila little kits do, and it shows you different looks that you can do with the eyes, and then the blushers, I should say, are all on the outside here. Just very pretty, and it has the Beloved Kitten right in the middle. That's the, I think, most popular eyeshadow that Stila makes, or it's the one that most people just adore. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about is something that you can use as a eyeshadow or as a bronzer blush, and it's by Smashbox. I bought this a few months ago just on a whim at a Sephora. It's the Fusion Soft Lights Intermix, and I'm going to open it up. It has a twist off cap, and they have several colors here. You have a yellow highlighter, and then sort of a creamy beige, sort of like a highlight color. There's a beautiful pink, a bronzy brown, and then the bottom is sort of like a pinky brown. Now what you can do is you can use each one of these as an eyeshadow, or you can take just your nice fluffy brush, dip it in there, swirl it around, tap it off, and use it as a nice color for your cheeks. And it gives it a bronzy, blushy look, so you don't even need to use bronzer and blush. You just use this. Now when the woman that was working for Smashbox was there at Sephora, that's what she did with me. She took a nice big blush brush and she put it across my cheeks, and it just was such a pretty color, and I really think I'm going to enjoy this a lot in the fall. It was one of those products I saved to use for another time. Okay, eyeshadows again. This is a really pretty duo by MAC. It's a mineralized eyeshadow in Sage and Wisdom. Now I believe that Wisdom is not out anymore. It's one of the discontinued colors, but they still have Sage, which is, I believe, the darker color. These are really beautiful colors for the fall. I bought this at a CCO. I think it was probably around the fall time last year. I used it quite a lot during the fall, kind of put it to the back, didn't use it at all during the summer and or the spring, and I'm going to take it out again and use it because I really like green colors on my eyes. Next is this a Philosophy little thing that I picked up when Big Lots was having the big $3 makeup thing. Now this is a quad, and I haven't really touched it except to swatch it. It's very beautiful. I'm trying to get the brush out here so that now it comes with this little brush, and although the bristles don't feel that bad, I won't use this because I like my own brushes. It has a nice array of colors here. You have a vanilla color here. Is that right? Yeah. And then you have a really light kind of purpley gray. You have a beautiful purple here and a gray color here. And just to show you, I'm going to swatch just the purple color. And sorry that I did it on that finger, but that's what that looks like. Beautiful, beautiful. And like I said, I only swatched it just to see it. Once I brought it home, I haven't used it yet, but I think it's something I'm going to enjoy a lot in the fall and winter. And it does have a mirror in the compact too, which is always handy. This is a brand new one that I picked up just the other day at Ulta. It's by NYX, and it's called Rock and Roll, and it's a trio. It also has a mirror that I'm going to cover up. Comes with a really pretty blue and a brown color and then a yellow color. I actually have it on my eyes right now. You can see I've had my makeup on for a few hours, so it doesn't look as fresh. Now let me tell you, I don't like these applicators that come with the compacts. Not many of us here on YouTube and elsewhere like them, but to be honest with you, I used this today to put down the blue color, and it really picked up a lot of color and blended really nicely. So if you go over to Ulta or you order through the NYX website and you get one of the triple eyeshadow little sets, try the little applicator. It's really not that bad. I know some of the applicators are so just stinky terrible, to be honest with you. You just toss them because they don't pick up any color, but this one's really nice. And once again, this set was called Rock and Roll, and I really going to enjoy that. Now this is part of a set that I picked up. I actually gave my mom a couple of the products and then I kept the rest myself. And it's by Tarte. It's a quad, and it's a beautiful quad that has some browns, golden, nice pretty creamy frost, and a dark purpley plum, and it looks like that. Now I'm trying to read and see if it says what it is on the back. I don't know what kit this came from, but the colors are Shimmery Buff, Shimmery Sable, Shimmery Cocoa, and Matte Coffee Bean. And I think the Matte Coffee Bean is this one. And that's the one that I thought was purple, but it really isn't. It is a dark brown, and I will swatch that for you. That is very much so matte. Very pretty to use for the fall. Now the rest are the color tattoos, and I'm going to show you the ones I bought last year when they first came out first that I think are great for the fall. This one is the Pomegranate Punk, and I think that's an awesome color for the fall, especially if you have blue eyes, if you have hazel eyes, even if you have brown eyes. I think really any color, this will just add a nice just a nice pop of color, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful color. Now the next one from last year is the Audacious Asphalt, and this is more of a matte gray, and that's just beautiful, beautiful. And these ones I'm talking about from last year, I've used them quite often. And the next one here is called Bold Gold. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And this is real pretty if you want to just put some of this down on your eyelid, right just up to the crease, and put a nice thick line of black, maybe wing it out a little bit, put a lot of mascara, and you've got a really beautiful look. The next one is Bad to the Bronze, and that's a that's a very popular color. It looks like that. Beautiful color. Now the next three are colors that I picked up recently. One is one that came out last year, and I saw it on a tutorial by PJ's Beauty Shop. And when I mention people here on when I'm talking about things, if I do not put their link down below, if I forget to do that, please remind me and I will attach their link so you can check out their channels, because there's some great people on here that just have such great tutorials and hauls and thoughts that just wonderful. Anyway, PJ did this really beautiful look using this and I think a brown color, and it is the Fierce and Tangy. Now this color might be a little bit scary to some of you, but I think using this in conjunction with the beautiful brown or gold color, could be cream, could be powder, is a great look for the fall. I'm sorry, my brain just decided to take a little vacation for a second. Also, recently I was watching Jessica Harlow, and she uses this as a concealer for really dark under eye circles. And what she does briefly, she takes a tiny bit and she dabs it on the dark circles and then blends it in really good, and then she takes a regular concealer of, you know, her skin tone or a little lighter and puts it over the top. And I'm telling you, I was very impressed with the fact that that worked to take away the circles. So look that up on Jessica Harlow's channel. It was really a nice tip, and I think I'm going to try it one time for you and record it so that you can see what it looks like, and I will give her credit because she's the one that talked about it first. Okay, the next two are from the limited edition that just came out, and I briefly mentioned these I think in a haul. The first one is the brown one, which seems to be very popular here, and that's Rich Mahogany. I've used that a couple times already. It's just a gorgeous color. And the next one is one that I think some people are a little scared of, but it is such a gorgeous color. It is the Mossy Green. Absolutely beautiful. And if you are trying to debate on whether you want to buy these, I think you need to check out Kristen Games' channel. She had done some looks with the new fall colors, and she did such a great job. I will put her link down below, and you can search for that in her Inner videos. There you go. Sorry, brain is going out to lunch. So those are the colors that I'm looking forward to using, or products that I'm looking forward to using most in the fall. And I have two more things to show you. One is a pair of shoes that I bought in the very beginning of the summer, and I cannot remember. Yes, I bought them at Dillard's, and they were such a bargain. They're by Naturalizers, and Naturalizers used to be a company that, they weren't very popular with, let's say, the fashionable or the fashionistas, because they're really made for people that have problems with their feet, or have to stand a long time, and they need to have really comfortable shoes. And I think when they first came out, their shoes really looked like they were comfortable, and now they're making really fashionable shoes. Now these are a pair of shoes, and I'm going to show them in a second, but I want to show you if you can see the price that I paid. They were originally $75, if you can see the pink sticker there, and I paid $26.25 for them, and that is such a bargain. I love these shoes. I have not worn them yet. I've been saving them for the fall, and they look like this. They're just like little ballerina flats with a little black kind of sparkly bow, and who does not love cheetah? And I think this is cheetah print. It does say cheetah. Yes, cheetah print. I just adore cheetah print. I love the fact that it really stays in style. I mean, maybe it'll go away for a year or two and then it comes right back. And they're showing a lot of animal prints for the fall. I think these are adorable. They're really comfortable. The price, I can't get over it. They were $75 and I paid $26.25 plus tax. They're very, very comfortable. They're called the Naturalizer N5 Comfort. And I realize that you probably can't get these exact shoes, but maybe you can look for the N5 Comfort and find a pair that you like. And maybe they do have the cheetah. I don't know. But I bought these at Dillard's in the beginning of the summer, and I just cannot wait to use them. I have a lot of problems with my feet. I am disabled and have problem walking, so to buy very comfortable shoes that are stylish is just, and at a great price, I get very excited. And last thing is, I love scarves in the fall and in the winter. I love the, stylish scarves that you just put around your neck. You can just kind of let it lay there. You can double it up, and it's just so pretty. I mean, this one doesn't match with the top that I'm wearing, but it's one of my favorites. That was a gift to me from my, I don't want to say oldest, but my longest and dearest friend that I have known since I was 9 years old. And this one here is one I picked up at Marshall's. It's just kind of like a chiffon, I think, material. But this is really pretty if you want to wear it with a blouse that has a lot of pattern and you just want to give it a little bit of a, pretty look. And you can take this, let me take that off. You can take this here and you can just wear it down like this, or you can double it up like that one. Just so pretty. And this also says that you can wear it as a headscarf too. And yeah, and it shows you how to do that. I think that if you stop by Marshall's or TJ Maxx, you cannot go wrong. They have so many beautiful scarves. Today I was in Target briefly and I saw some really pretty ones, not costing, an arm and a leg. And there are some that are really beautiful out at Nordstrom's and Macy's too. But they're a really pretty addition to the fall accessories that they're showing out there. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it was really long, but I didn't realize how many things I was looking forward to wearing. I hope that you are doing great, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.